Okay, hello everybody. Can you hear me now? This is no good. We're here on the bleeding edge of technology. I am live, says here now. Well, hello everybody. I'm back. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you're on the bleeding edge of technology, and I try to do too much, and I'm still out here, and it's a bad situation. I should have never done this from the RV. I have to figure out how to do this from the road when I am like somewhere else, because right now it's not the best signal out here. I just did a speed test, and I'm getting like 1 kilobit, I mean 1 megabits down and like 3 megabits up, but not consistent, and that's no good to stream video. So I apologize for that, guys. We're here, as I said, in the bleeding edge of technology, and sometimes it's not it doesn't work as good. Hi Robert, how are the kids recovering? Well, last I was there, that was that video that you saw of the dry tortugas. I haven't been back, but as far as I can tell, it should be almost back to normal, except for those really bad areas that got obliterated. Ivo Junior watching from Brazil. Vicky Favira, no worries. Better now, Alex Cruz. Thank you very much. Need to buy yourself a super fast internet connection. Well, inside the house is bad, it's, it's one of the but I'm worried on the road if I'm going to be able to do this, because I tried to do it on LTE. I even turned on the WeBoost, and it was still a buffer. So I don't know. This is how we learn. Yeah, that's how we learn, and hopefully we can do this from Quartzsite and some other places. Yeah, I have the booster, as I said, Vicky. I tried the booster, and it's up there. It's actually, let me show you. It's within visual range. That green light inside the closet, that's the booster. And there's a wire that comes all the way through the back here to this other antenna, which is the secondary antenna, and that's my phone, which is the hotspot at this moment. And it was supposed to be to work like a charm, but it didn't. Hey, Grandma Patty, thank you so much for that super chat. $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Uh, really, I do. How are you, Robert? We love your channel. My daughter Kaylee and her watch always. Thank you very much, and thank you for what you do. Don't be sorry. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Alex. Gary Akerson. Have a very happy New Year. Yeah, very happy New Year to all of you as well. We still have a couple of days away, but I don't think I'm gonna do any more live videos. This is the last live video of the year. Although I have one more video for you guys on New Year's Eve. The Rich Family TV, did it work? Well, apparently it did. I don't know how good the quality is. I don't think you're getting like full 720p, but yeah, buffering. Oh, cutting out again. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm not gonna do this from the RV anymore. This is the last show that I'm doing from the RV. As long as I am here in Miami, maybe when I'm on the road, I'll have no choice. But as long as I'm in Miami, I'm going to do it from inside the house. New Year, Robert, me from Fort Myers, and he's coming back. Yeah, I'm coming back, going back and forth. Robert, what do you want? A big rig? What about a van? Well, I want something in between. I was thinking of a B plus, something like the Winnebago train. And thank you, Alex, for that super chat. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Salud. Ah, Amy Brown, so good to see you. Just got back from the hospital with my fiance. Really cheered us up. I'm glad. I hope he's doing better, or you are doing better. Why don't you get a fifth wheel? I don't want something so big. I want something that I could break down camp in 10 minutes and go somewhere else if I really want to. I mean, you never know. Maybe when in the future I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll go for class A, but at the moment I want a small class C, B plus, something no longer than 25 feet. With, by the way, I have some news. I might be doing some international RVing in the spring, because if you are of the channel, his name is Peteri Va. Vakangas. No, it's not Vakangas. I always mispronounce his name. But anyways, he owns an RV rental place in Finland. And he said that if I go before June 15, he can give me an RV, so I can drive around. So I might do that this spring in June. And thank you, Rich Family TV, for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And salute. And salute, so you can see my logo. Maybe I can buy a better Wi-Fi. Those super chats, because today I'm not having great luck here in the RV. Maybe one of the these days I'm gonna do an unscheduled broadcast, just to test uh, different options for Wi-Fi. Maybe sometime in the middle of the week I'll do something like that. International, nice. Yes, it's still not written in stone, but most likely. How about another cruise? I don't see another cruise in my near future. To be honest about it, I'm not really a great fan of cruising. Unless it is just to pamper yourself. It's like going to Las Vegas. It's like one of those things. But I don't think cruising is a good way to visit a country or a place, because they drop you off for 3, 4, 5 hours and they take you to where they want to take you, and yeah, that's my opinion. Alex, salute, guys. Great Scott, hey, Great Scott, our producer, enjoyed the LV video, Las Vegas. Okay, can never get enough of that city. Yeah, Las Vegas is a fun town. It's not for everybody, and I don't even gamble. I go to Las Vegas just to watch a show, or just to be mesmerized by the lights, and it's entertainment for the most part. Well done. They know how to do it. Yeah, I know I'm buffering tonight, Ted. I'm sorry. I should have done it from my studio, or done like a test run. I'm today I'm broadcasting from the RV, and I'm a little far away from my base station, and I don't even want to touch it right now. I don't want to screw it up even more than it is. And maybe I should turn this off, because all this I had the Wi-Fi on the phone turned on. Happy New Year from Toronto, Canada. Jackie Trujillo, yes. Yeah, no, I'm buff. Gary Akerson, I live in New Jersey and it's 11 degrees now. What's the temperature there? Well, inside the RV, according to my thermometer here, thermometer is 78.4 degrees Fahrenheit inside the RV. Outside, it's a little colder. It's the temperature is dropping. It's gonna drop like to a whopping probably 69 degrees tonight or something like that. But it is video keeps cutting in and out. Oh boy, lots of interruption, and I'm all inspired talking to you guys. Okay, epic fail. Okay, let's do something real quick, and I'm going to do this on the fly for the first time. It might work, it might not work. I'm gonna move to the house. I just have to turn a couple of things off here in the computer, and yeah, and I was even thinking of doing a Facebook at the same time as I did this. Maybe we can do this. Let's give it a shot. I have to unplug my hard drive here, because I had the external hard drive on, and then we can run on batteries for a little bit, and I'm gonna bring my light, because otherwise I look like crap. Let's see how we can do this. Vicky, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm sorry about that. It's going to. Okay, let's do something here. It's a true mobile studio. What I'm going to do here, we're gonna go inside the house. Here we are. coming to you live. You see? I have an RV lock. Whoa, I almost dropped the laptop. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I closed the door to the house. I bet you it looks really good right now because I'm like right next to the Wi-Fi. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be fun. Oh, Evo Jr., thank you for that super chat. Okay, I'm inside the house. It's dark, I know. I'm sorry. Here we are, back in familiar territory. I'm gonna change Wi-Fi's one more time so it's going to cut off, but then it's going to be fine. We're gonna connect to the. How about I give you a quick preview of the next video just for you guys, and I'll be right back. No, you cannot hear it, right? No, that doesn't work either. Traveling Robert's video is coming up next. Here we go. I'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and greetings from downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. We are going here north, or northeast rather, on Interstate 15 towards the Valley of Fire. Maybe it's a day trip. We spot what looks like a large solar array here to the left. So let's check it out. It almost looks like a lake from far away. We continue. Judging by the increasing beauty of the landscape, we must be getting close. Eventually we turn right into this two-lane road called Valley of Fire Highway. Going up and down, slowly gaining elevation. Okay, I'm back. Video good, low audio. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was I forgot to raise the volume. Okay, now we should be good. We should have I have a green light here. We should have a 3 megabits per second up, and Johnny rejoined, and I forgot my beer in the RV. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm just going to wing it here with you guys for a few more minutes and answer your questions and hang out, which is what's important. A little light here, so it looks a little better. Here we go. And we have William Storm from Bruges. Happy New Year, Robert, and my best wishes in the upcoming year. Regards to your business over there. Greetings, Williams from Bruges, Belgium. Thank you very much. Perfect now. Yeah, this is the perfect setting here in the studio. And I'm not going to try reinventing the wheel anymore. I don't think. Maybe when I'm on the road, yes, I will face those things when they happen. Led Zepp 2000, Robert, your Las Vegas video, one of the best traveling videos I've seen on the place. Thank you very much. I really like Las Vegas. It's a fun place to visit for sure. Coming through loud and clear. Go get your beer. Yeah, right, I should. You guys want to see a little more of that video? I'm going to raise the volume now, and I'll get that beer real quick. It's a cool video. That's your exclusive. Your exclusive for this. That's the Valley of Fire. Here we are in the middle of the desert. decided to stop. There's our rental. Here we are. We continue gaining altitude. What a desolate place this is. Yeah, the desert has such a desolate beauty, doesn't it? Entrance to the park is $10, $20 for camping, and $10 more for utilities. And if you are a Nevada resident, you get a whopping $2 off. Drones are not allowed. I'm telling you, they are banning them from all the cool places. Well, hey, I'm back. I'm back. Hello, everybody, once again. Wonderful. Robert, what is your first trip for 2018? Well, unless I come up with something strange, maybe tomorrow we'll leave for somewhere or next week, and I doubt it. It's going to be the Tampa RV Super Show, which is now in January, at the end of January. Happy New Year and success. Thank you, Barbara from Germany. All right. Fire Seed. Hello, peeps. Perfect voiceover. Thank you, Alex. And it's only 15 in MOS, Missouri, right? MO, Missouri, Montana. See, Missouri. Only 15. Well, it's 70 here. I don't know. Let me see what my phone says. Because in the RV was 78, but I presume that outside. Okay, Google. How's the weather out there?
Currently in Miami, it's 69 and partly cloudy. Tonight, It's predicted to be 66 and clear.
Okay, that's very cold for us. 66. People are gonna start whipping out their boots and their scarves and their gloves. It's 60. It's gonna be 66 in Miami, guys. I'm glad it sounds better now. I'm not gonna go back to the comments that I missed. So if I miss your comment, just copy and paste it again, and I'll read it again. Sounds good, Robert. I'll start sponsoring your videos after tax time in 2018. Thank you so much, Red Jaguar. You can only hope that your videos will continue to be awesome. I really hope so. I have a lot of great plans. Let me put a little more light here. I have a lot of great plans for 2018. Let's see how much we can do. And the idea is to be able to finance the production by YouTube. You know, multiple sources of income, which is what I usually do. And hold on. 18 in Northern Maryland, 72 in Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, I might be going to Phoenix soon. By the way, are you going to try a meetup in upstate New York? Was that a meetup? In this case, I'm going to make an exemption and go back because meetup is always important. It's always. Hold on, let me do this. No, community. No, YouTube keeps changing their menus, and I keep getting confused. And I have so many plugins that it's. Where is the meetup? Are you going to do a meetup again at Tampa RV Show? Yes, definitely. At the Tampa RV Show, the meetup, for sure. We're doing something. I'm thinking the best time will probably be on Saturday or Friday or Saturday. Sunday, I'm not gonna be there. Sunday, I'm gonna be on my way to Arizona already. God permitting. So let me go back to a couple of these comments because you see I always do that, and then it's a slippery slope because I'm gonna be so behind. This computer is kind of slow. It's an old MacBook, and it's starting to show its age. Okay, 11 degrees in New York. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire so delightful. I like that. RV with Tito. Hey, RV with Tito, how are you? I watch your videos. whenever I want to learn something about solar or installing something in the RV. I just bought a 30-foot travel trailer, pickup the week, scared to pull it. A 30-foot travel trailer is longish. I would be nervous to pull it too. Okay, let me go back to the present because to the present comments. Here we are. Uh, Maybe a long trip to Washington State. Washington State. I have the map here somewhere. My wife and I the other day we come up with this strange plan, because I had this idea. I'm pretty sure I show you this map before about because I wanna do the lower 48 before I turn 48, and we did this map, and as you can see, we have the whole Pacific Northwest, all these states. I was thinking of doing on June, July of 2019. That would be like the end of probably Washington State will be the last state that I visit, and that would be my 48th to complete the lower 48. But then, what is your drink? Well, my drink is a Screaming Reels IPA from Delray Beach, Florida, and yeah, pretty cool. Where is Grandma Patty? I don't know where Grandma Patty's here. Okay. What engine size is your tow vehicle? Uh, that's uh, that's the question that I get asked the most because it doesn't look like it could tow an RV, and on paper probably shouldn't. To be honest about it, it's I have a V6 3.5 liter engine. The trail the the car is in theory. Some people say that it in reality is capable of 5,000. On paper, is capable of 3,500 pounds and 500 ton weight. It's done okay. So for the most part, even in the mountains, I learned how to drive in the mountains. You just gotta take it slow, and otherwise it starts overheating. But otherwise, and of course, if you're going downhill, you downshift. It's so you don't burn out your brakes. Never heard of that drink. Well, it's a beer. It's an India Pale Ale from a local brewery, somewhat local. Delray Beach is still local. That's still South Florida, I think. So yeah. Any decision yet on class RV you might get? I'm not getting anything in the near future, but I do want to get a B plus or a small C. The Super Cs are very nice, but that's like driving a semi truck, really. And to be honest, at least at this stage in my life, I want something small enough that I don't have to have a second vehicle. I would like just to have just one vehicle that I can park. I'm probably boondock a lot, and go to different places. I don't intend to be for a month in an RV park, at least not in the near future. That might change in the later in life. So I don't know. We have a 28 Class C Jacob. We love it. Had a Class A. No, now I can drive. We tow Saturn View. Yeah, a lot of people tow Saturns. Apparently, they're easy to tow four wheels on the ground. So I hear that Florida is not the best state to buy an RV. I've heard that too. I guess there's a lot of demand here, so the prices are higher. But tax wise, I think Florida is one of the states that RVs choose as their residence because we don't have a state tax, and vehicle registration is not as expensive. Rick Gorski, Robert received your CD last week. Love it. Thank you so much. Um, RV with Tito. I want a smaller RV. My wife wants the larger RV. What to do? Yeah, that's a big conundrum, Tito. Thankfully, my wife and I are more or less on the same page when it comes to RV. We keep switching back and forth between a van and a B plus, and the thing the vans are really claustrophobic inside. We like them because they can fit anywhere, but. Yeah, so you work on YouTube channel full time now? Yes, but for the most part, this is my main source of income. Of course, I also sell my CDs. I sell T-shirts. I do the occasional music gig in Miami when I'm here. Like this December, I did 3 gigs that helped a lot, and and the YouTube channel is growing, and that's I don't want to say my hope because that's what I believe. In a year or so, the YouTube channel is going to be enough. For and of course, I also got the Patreons, and I've got your super chats, and all that adds up, and I can work at what I love the most, which is producing videos, and sometimes it takes a long time to produce them. Sometimes it's relatively easy, but sometimes when you have to go through a lot of footage or do a lot of research, it can take a while. I'd say it takes about an hour per minute of video that you see on the screen, uh, more or less. Looks like you're getting a larger one. Montana has no sales tax. Oh, Montana, that's a good place to go, I guess. Except it is kind of cold too, I think. But there's not many people, so. Grandma Patty, Couch RV Nation. Coach is a wholesaler near Cincinnati. Cool. Arizona, great place to buy RVs. I hear that too. I'm gonna try to go to the Quartzsite area and see what's going on down there, and then Phoenix and Mesa, and that's like the mecca besides the southwest coast of Florida. I think Arizona is like the RV mecca. It's like where all the dealers are and all that in that area. I want a van conversion from the 70s. Wouldn't that be cool? But I want to have a toilet and a shower inside. You pay sales tax in the state you live in. Yeah, that's why a lot of RVers choose South Dakota, Montana, those places as the state of residence because lower taxes. It travels from Duda with trouble. We have a Class B, and how is that working out for you guys? Because a Class B is I haven't entirely discarded that possibility of getting like a Travado. We like the Winnebago Travado. We like some of the pleasure ways. The thing with this, a lot of the Class Bs, they all have that sofa bed in the back, and one of the things that we want is a permanent bed and a permanent table because sometimes one of us is working and one of us is sleeping, and Google that Montana scam. Many states are onto that. Okay. I guess they're doing RV residency in their state. Very cold in Connecticut, but the campfire is warm and the bourbon is muy delicioso. Cheers, buddy. Hey, cheers to you. I'm having a beer, and let me pour it here in this glass that the Moth FM. You guys should check them out. That they are playing some of my songs. They're on the Moth FM. What else do we have here? For I meant for Tito and his wife says bigger. Oh, for Tito. Okay. But if I recall correctly, Tito has a pretty large rig right now, don't you? I don't know. I don't recall. I watched the videos for the tips, like the installation tips, but I haven't really, um, you know, I don't remember what kind of rig you have. Loved your Cuba videos. I was born in Havana, Santo Suarez. Left Cuba in 1967. I was 8 years old. Oh man, yeah, I left in 1987, 20 years after you, and I was 16 years old. Michael Thompson in Mesa. Yeah, I plan to pass by Mesa sometime in late January if all goes well. Robert, how did you learn how to edit and direct your videos that done so professionally? Well, that was always my passion. I did study TV production in Florida International University and Miami-Dade College. I never actually graduated, but that's always what I liked. And then but most of what I learned by watching others. Same with studio recording, with music, with my recording studio. I learned by recording in other people's studios and asking them how you do this, how you do that, what is compression, what is how do you equalize, and this and that. Tito has a 30-foot Class C. Oh man, go smaller. I vote for smaller. Permanent bed and table equals Class C, yeah, or B plus. I'm thinking something in the 25 footer like a Winnebago Trend, something without slides too. I don't want to have slides. I'm wondering that to RK516. Did you? Okay. How I learned. Okay, your internet dropped, Eric. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Mine dropped about half an hour ago outside. The things we take for granted. And with this software, I cannot sometimes I cannot tell if I'm broadcasting right or not because it's just a tiny little. Look at it. I'm gonna do a video feedback now. It's this green. Right now it says I'm broadcasting with 26, 22 kilobits per second. It's 2.7 megabits. Which that what that amounts to. That's pretty good. In 2001, that would have been like Korea, South Korea style internet. They're like the fastest internet in the world. And this shirt is new, the Month of FM. It's a little itchy because it's brand new. He sent it to me. Nick, I love your voice. Your videos are so relaxing. God bless. And that's the voice. Sometimes I talk in the microphone like this, really low. And that's why it sounds sometimes a little different when I use the. Um, what's up, Eric? Cold air, 53 Fahrenheit. So washing phone undercoat. Eric. Hi, Robert. Just got home from work at Publix. When's the next travel video? Oh, it's Sunday, like every Sunday, and this Sunday, and you just missed. I gave these guys, all you guys, a quick preview of that video. It's gonna be. By the way, my wife got me, Ernie. My wife got me a camera because I broke my little Sony, so I got a new one. Less restriction on smaller RV. We have a teardrop which fits pretty much any RV space, and that's another thing. I was making a reservation at the Fort DeSoto State Park, which is just south of St. Petersburg, Florida, and they had one spot left for RV. But if I had a pop up or something smaller, the whole state park was pretty much empty. So yeah, I mean, the bigger you are, obviously, it's more comfortable inside, especially if it is a rainy day and you cannot go outside. Even my mini teeny feels very, very claustrophobic sometimes. It could feel very claustrophobic, and I can imagine a van. It's probably even more. So that's why I'm thinking B plus C. 25-footer, the regular corner bed floor plan. The back is a corner bed on one side and the bathroom on the other, and then as you move forward, there's a dinette on this side, and there's the galley, and the fridge could go on either side, and there's a wardrobe, and that's pretty much it. Florian Marquez, hope you have a happy new year. Hope you have a happy new year too. I'm really, really looking forward to 2008, 2008, 2018. 2017 was actually pretty good, very good for me. I made a lot of decisions, a lot of life changes that, yeah. Talking about my career, Nick, how do you have the money to travel? Well, I made a career change recently. For many years, my main job has been something that I didn't like all that much, and to be honest, I wasn't really good at. So I always had this side hustle. I either did the music, or did lately the videos, and my YouTube channel is finally starting to become something really successful. So I decided to give it my 100%, and right now I'm about halfway there to be able uh, to truly make a living doing this. So that's my career. I'm right now. I'm not gonna say vlogger because that sounds like a little demeaning, but which is not. But I'm a video producer. I'm a storyteller basically because I tell you the stories of the places that I go to, and I try to make it feel as much as possible as you are there with me, and I do have certain techniques that I use. So it's like that. How was Markham Park in Sunrise as a campground? The campground was nice. I was just there overnight. Basically, it was a shakedown cruise, if you will, just to get everything ready for the Great Eclipse road trip. But Other than that, okay, Ernie and Grandma are talking among themselves. So I'm sorry you got the flu, by the way. Also, Grandma Party. My mom has this horrible cold, and I don't think I'm catching some of it too. We have 10 people here in my home watching you, Robert. Oh, thank you very much. Hello, 10 people. Hello, everybody, and thank you for letting me go into your living room. Nick, I love your channel, sir. Thank you for answering. Safe travels in 2018. Thank you so much, and I really hope to do a lot of traveling and make it as safe as possible. I mean, it is safe. My only concern, and really, what I want to get your opinion on this too. Kia is old, and it's gonna break at some point. And I do have emergency roadside assistance and a little set aside for that. But yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to replace either Kia or with a truck or buy that Class C that I've been thinking about. Have you been to Sedona? I've never been to Sedona. I plan to be on Sedona this in February or January. I don't even know. It's sometime. And hold on, let me. Yeah, uh, soft speak. Thank you so much. But my concern, and I was talking to the folks of Joe and Kate of what's their channel? It's not the Motorhome Experiment. It's the Russos. We're the Russos, and he said that I might encounter snow in Sedona. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to change plans. I have to monitor the weather. Kids all home from college. Hello from all the prices. Hello. Fly Pelican, Martin Tyre. You see, I'm getting a bit of a cold, and when I talk a lot, that's what happens too. Jonathan Sharpie, love your travels. Thank you. Hi from West Virginia, Randy Curry, Manny Allegretta. Happy New Year. Is it true that in West Virginia you have to pay property taxes on your vehicles? I just learned that a couple of days ago. Robert, in your Vegas video, you went to see Lionel Richie, but you weren't happy with the band performance. I love your candid honesty. Well, the band performed well. I was expecting a larger band. The four musicians he had, they were good, but it didn't feel like he connected with the public. Like I've been to other concerts, and he was like on autopilot. That's the way it felt, and the fact that the staff at the theater wasn't very nice, that didn't help matters either. I wasn't in the best of moods either, so that affected my appreciation of the performance too, I'm sure. It's beautiful in Sudan. I've seen pictures, never been there. Happy New Year, Jonathan. Ernie Price wanted to mention how much we enjoyed the video from Fort Jefferson. Yeah, Fort Jefferson, the director took us. That was a bucket list destination for me, and I finally got to do it, and that's what I'm thinking of making uh, and that's a video that probably for you guys who watch every single video of mine, you've seen everything, but maybe to attract new viewers, I want to do a video of top 10 things to do in Key West, and of course I'm gonna include that. I might do a couple of those videos now in January that I'm not gonna be traveling until late January. So I agree, Robert. You tell it like you see or feel it. From Lionel Richie, that city in Georgia, Helen. Appreciate your honesty. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I do. I sometimes I get in trouble for speaking my mind, um, but when it comes to my travel experiences, I do because that that's something that you might experience too, and uh, and that's the value that I want to give you guys with the videos. You have to stay in Ranch Sedona. We stayed there truly. Is that the big RV resort in Sedona? I was thinking of boondocking in some BLM land just to try that. But if it's really cold, I might stay in the RV park. We pay personal property tax too. Oh, really? On your vehicles? Hi, Robert. Love following your travels. Thank you so much. Karen Horton, we have to pay personal property tax on our vehicles in Virginia every year. Yeah, that's something that I wouldn't be. I know we have to pay like the license plate, but that's, well, it used to be $20. Now it's like 60, but yeah. You get to pay tax on your insurance too. Okay, that's good to know because eventually I want to move to a state, or at least have a legal residence in a state that doesn't have too many taxes. Hoping to buy you a couple of drinks next fall. We will be near Red Coconut in the fall. If I'm not in New England, yeah, sure. Let's. Uh, yeah, I'm looking forward to going to back to Red Coconut at some point. It's a little pricey, but it's you're on the beach. The beach is expensive anywhere. After I paid Destin, everything is going to be Camp Golf. Living in a band is possible. Yeah, if it is possible, although I don't know how. It is an adjustment. I'm sure. You need to spend some time in West Virginia. We love you here, and I love West Virginia. I haven't been there much, but if you saw my road trip by RV, my first RV trip, I crossed West Virginia. It's all mountains. It's a beautiful state, and I'm going to get back to your neck of the woods at some point. Les Aquatics, traveling to Florida on our travel trailer, is that RV resort in Destin worth it? It depends how much you like the beach and being right next to the beach. I say it's something you do once in your life. It's that $100 meal, or you're gonna have at some point. It's a special thing. It's Yeah, I would do it once. Just just to do it. It's if you can afford it. At the time I could afford it. Yeah. It's supposed to be in Summerland Key now, but that hurricane wrecked that place. Yeah, some of the key, Summerland Key. Let me. Summerland Key. Yeah, that place is destroyed. That's like the Arios. It's one of my favorite keys, by the way. Summerland. That's the lower keys. Anyone know how I don't know, man. Let me know when you come back to Tennessee. I can tell you're the best times to come in Gatlinburg when there's not much traffic. Yeah, definitely. I want to go to Gatlinburg the one day of the year that nobody is there and that weather is decent, of course. But I love Tennessee. I've had, yeah, it's one of my favorite states in the East Coast, of course. I make a difference between the East Coast and the West Coast because, or the the West, the Southwest, let's call it. I'm not talking West Coast like California. I'm talking like that area, Arizona and Utah and Nevada. Um, it's a different type of beauty. Let's just put it that way. Let me know when you come back to Tennessee. Okay, I read that already. Do you live in Florida? If so, how do you like it there? Florida is fine. I've been living here for almost 30 years. Actually, I didn't get out of Miami for most of the time. Uh, but the problem with Florida is most of it is the same. It's very nice. The climate is good in the winter, but yeah, if you're tired of the cold weather, by all means. But we don't have any mountains, and we have nice beaches. I mean, it's what can I say? It's Rancho Sedona, and it's not big. It has a creek going through it, and lots of things to do in the area. Rancho Sedona, isn't that the RV park? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up, Alex, um, because I really have no reservations after Florida. Which other RV channel would you like to collab with next year? There's a bunch of people that I'd like to collab. I would love to meet Nathan and Marisa of Less Junk More Journey. I would love to meet up again with Joe and Kate Russo. I What's their name? Mark and Trish of Keep Your Daydream. Nomadic Fanatic, of course. I would love to meet up with him and there's a bunch of other channels. I watch pretty much. I'm subscribed to pretty much everybody that puts videos out there. I really don't have time to watch everybody, of course. Okay, New Hampshire, no tax except property tax. Sylvester Paritzad, kind of like staying in Grand Canyon Village. You do it once. I did it once. I stayed at the Bright Angel Lodge at a cabin that was in 2013, if memory serves. But I do want to stay at the RV park. Mike, Robert, really enjoy your videos. Don't forget to have some cafecito en el pub en la Ocho. Yeah, yeah, I haven't had a cafecito out on the street in a while, but I make two Cuban coffees daily here. One in the morning, one in the mid afternoon. Robert, you still writing music, and are you planning another CD in the future? Yeah, definitely. I have a couple of tunes here in my head. I haven't actually materialized them into music yet, but they're in my head. And one of them, I think I want to do make it before the trip to Arizona because it's inspired in those landscapes as in Sedona or the Grand Canyon and all that. But yeah, I plan to write three or four new tunes at least in 2018. Thank you for the opinion on desting. Apparently, my wife has to hear it from you. Looking forward to future videos. Man, it's the best beach north of the Caribbean. Let's just put it that way. It rivals Varadero in Cuba. It rivals the whatever 7 Mile Beach in Grand Cayman. Is that kind of dust power, white powdery sand, and you can walk for a quarter mile and you still the water is up to here. It's beautiful. Tennessee Wood Science. Robert, I came on late. Sorry if you answered this already, but are you going to be in the Tampa RV show in 2018? The most definitely. I'm going to be there every day except Sunday. I'm going to be there until Saturday mid afternoon. Drink beer time. Yeah, man, it's getting warm. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Speaking of Dominic Fanatic, why does he get so much hate? He seems like a nice guy too. I don't know. I've even gotten some comments from people telling me, beware of this guy because he has a warrant for his arrest. I don't know. I don't know the guy personally, but he seems okay. I mean, to go to El Pub. I've gone to El Pub maybe once, to be honest about it. Do you drive in silence or listen to the radio or podcasts? Either silence or podcasts. And if I'm falling asleep, I will put some lively music. But I listen to podcasts. Don't you miss neighbors? Um, I live in one of these neighborhoods. Like the neighbors, we say hello once in every other day or so, but it's not a tight community by any means here. So not really. Happy New Year, Robert, from Joe Infante. We just got a 24 Class C and going to Red Coconut for our shakedown trip. And oh man, enjoy that shakedown trip in Red Coconut. You're starting in style, I might say. I hope to see you on the road or in town, only 5 or 6 miles from you in West Kendall. Yeah, sure. And January 2nd. That's like next week, man. Enjoy. And yeah, at some point we can meet up around here any day. Listen to your CD every day on my way to work. Oh, thank you, Lenny boy. That's awesome. And when I started writing music, I really I hoped that people would like it, but this is definitely more than I expected from you guys. Have you ever been to Cooperstown, New York? I live 30 minutes away. Lots of Cuban players in the hall. No, I haven't been to Cooperstown. I've been to New York, like the city, a couple of times, but I haven't been anywhere else in New York State. Happy New Year from the Greenery. Thank you so much. And you know what? We've been doing this for over an hour. I mean, if you discount all the interruptions we had at the beginning, technical difficulties, so I might start winding this down today, and I might go out on a date later today. Class C or Class B? What's the context? Maybe do you miss your neighbors? Class C or Class B? You mean what I'm going to get? I don't know yet. I am a rock and roll and blues guy, but I honestly enjoy your music. Sometimes seems very jazzy based. Yeah, I like jazz. Latin jazz is actually one of my favorite subgenres of jazz, but I like most jazz. Um, Sing it one more time, Robert. Are you going to Cuba anytime soon? Would love to see a video of your hometown. By the way, where is your hometown? Well, I was born in Havana, Havana proper, in the center of Havana, and I will go to Cuba when they let me go, when the Cuban government lets me go with my American passport, and unless there is an emergency that I have to go for some other reason, and I would have to renew my Cuban passport in a hurry or something. That's when I'll go to Cuba. Hey there, Happy New Year from Canada. I just bought a B van and I appreciate your travel videos. Thank you so much, and enjoy that B van. What did you get? Poncho Sanchez rocks my boat. Yeah, Poncho Sanchez is great. Will there be there videos of the RV show? You can bet on it. It's gonna be like last year. It's not gonna be like a super edited video. It's just gonna be me with the camera talking on the camera. It's gonna be very, very much uncut for the most part. But yeah, I'm gonna do video of everything I see there. Of course, I'm gonna go to by the Winnebago booth. I'm gonna talk to Winnebago as well as of course, and the Heimer is a priority because they have pretty cool vans, and I'm gonna check out the road treks, of course. All the B and B plus companies. Airstream has a new B with the Murphy bed that I don't like, but it seems to be a good option for some people. So I'm gonna make some video of it. You bought a Road Trex Zion, love it so far. Yeah, that's based on the ProMaster chassis, the Zion, I think. And one thing that I like about the Zion, and I like about the Winnebago trend, and I might be wrong with this, but most of these new RVs, they have the awning style windows that open up like this, but they don't open up much. So you still feel like the window is closed, even though you get some air circulation. So sometimes I want to have this window that really opens up, that I could stick my head out of if I wanted to. And to feel like, even though if there's a bug screen, to feel like the window is really open. And I think the Zion has those windows, and but Minitini has these windows, and with the tinted windows, it always feels like it's like you're indoors. Okay, Joshua Pierce just got a 22 trailer, and I'm moving into it. Virginia, I'm a bit nervous. Tiene consejos. 22 trailer. I mean, it's just enjoy it. Every trailer can give you trouble at some point. 22 is on the small side. It's on the short side, so it should be very easy to tow. They say the short ones are harder to back in, but you learn. It's like everything. Randall Hart, hi Robert, just wondering what you do for your career. Well, this is my career now, and I'm trying to, uh, and I'm going to grow my video production career until it's sustainable. Robert, have you ever been approached to sponsor RV brands? Not quite yet, but that is one of the purposes of my trip to the RV show. Maybe I'll speak to some brands. I don't. It's a slippery slope, because then if I get a road trek, for example, it's gonna be, if something goes wrong, it's gonna be very difficult to talk negatively about road trek. That's why I don't. I'm kind of hesitant to do something like that. What is it like when you meet other YouTube channel peeps like Paul and Lorena? Is it awkward, or do you have stuff to talk about? Oh man, it's like we knew each other already, because we've been watching each other's channel. So yeah, we had lunch in Isla Morada for about an hour or hour and a half, and yeah, it was very cool. They're cool people, Paul and Lorena, for sure. The push-out windows can be adjusted to open wider. Well, the ones in Micro Mini, I don't think they can. If you can open them almost all the way, yes, I'll be happy with those. Dynamax Rev is neat. Yeah, I've seen it. But bed comes down from the ceiling and hangs about 4 feet high. Not sure if I like that idea. Everything is a compromise in an RV, and either the bed is gonna be uncomfortable, or unless you get a 45 foot long diesel pusher, and then the size is the compromise because you can only fit in certain places. Have you been to all 50 states from Nick? No, I wish. Actually, my goal I mentioned earlier is to see the lower 48 by the time I turn 48, which is like in a year and a half, not very long. And I've been to like 26, so I have a long way to go. In August, I went to Boyd's Campground in Key West. I mean, it was the hottest night of my life. We ended up sleeping on the picnic table under the stars. Never again. Did you have AC, man? Or was that like a tent? Don't do not go to Key West in August. Is not advisable unless you go to the Lobster Fest. If I can back up a 17-foot arpod, anyone can. Yeah, at the beginning, it's a little counterintuitive. I'll be honest about it, but uh, as long as you don't have more than one person guiding you, and sometimes I've done it by myself, even easier than when I have the guy from the campground telling me, no, a little more to the right, a little more to the left. No, that's confusing because then I go to the wrong right or the wrong left. I'll check your mini windows. Yeah, they are the ones that you, if you go clockwise, they go out, but there's a point where I guess it's like a screw that doesn't go out anymore. So yeah, when you run out of thread, that's it. From Toledo, Ohio, camping in Tampa, Florida. Got your CD, enjoying it. Going down the highway. Thank you so much, George Larkin. And I say goodbye like 15 minutes ago, and I kept talking because it is such great conversation. We started late anyway because of all the technical difficulties that I had. But anyways, I'll sing you a song, and we'll see you next year. I want to wish every one of you a very happy 2018. I have a lot of good stuff, a lot of cool videos here in my head, and a lot of plans for this year, and I hope to keep you entertained uh, for most of the year, hopefully. Let me get my guitar, and we'll do a tune. As a conclusion to this broadcast. And let me get my last sip of beer here. Salud. Ooh, I have like a million notifications on my phone. Ooh. Yeah, I'm kind of. I've been getting a cold for like a month, or it's been. I don't know what's going on. It must be the weather. Da, 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 da. You guys have a great 2018, really, from the bottom of my heart. Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, yeah, because I'm free in my RV, yeah, riding. Bye, everybody, and we'll see you next year. Don't forget to watch the video this Sunday. It's gonna be awesome, and I'll wait here 10 seconds to stop streaming so it doesn't cut off the end.